Want to speak real Hungarian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HungarianPod101.com.
10 phrases to amaze native speakers. Köszönöm, de igazság szerint nem ez az anyanyelvem. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Köszönöm, de igazság szerint nem ez az anyanyelvem. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. If you are super fluent in the language and then people comment or even think that you are from that country and then you say that, then people are going to be really surprised. Mindössze 1 évbe telt, hogy megtanuljak folyékonyan beszélni. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. Mindössze 1 évbe telt, hogy megtanuljak folyékonyan beszélni. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. When people ask you how long have you been studying a language and then you say it took you just a year to become fluent, then it's definitely impressive. 3 éven belül anyanyelvi szinten fogok magyarul beszélni. I'll speak Hungarian like a native speaker in 3 years. 3 éven belül anyanyelvi szinten fogok magyarul beszélni. I'll speak Hungarian like a native speaker in 3 years. Please challenge yourself and let us know if it worked out. I'm really curious how long it took for our viewers to get in, not only into native level, but like just conversational level. Try it. 10 éve tanulok magyarul. I've been learning Hungarian for 10 years. 10 éve tanulok magyarul. I've been learning Hungarian for 10 years. How about you? How long have you been studying Hungarian? Please let us know in the comment section. Magyar filmeket felirat nélkül is tudok nézni. I can watch Hungarian movies without subtitles. Magyar filmeket felirat nélkül is tudok nézni. I can watch Hungarian movies without subtitles. To be able to watch Hungarian movies without subtitles, I think you have to be pretty much on a native speaker level. Depends on the movie too, but sometimes you hear slangs or regional language, then that could be a little bit difficult to understand. I think it's a good challenge to try how fluent you are to watch a movie without the subtitles and then, for example, have a discussion with your friends about the movie afterwards. That could be a really good practice. Meg tudok jegyezni 50 magyar szót egy nap alatt. I can memorize 50 Hungarian words a day. Meg tudok jegyezni 50 magyar szót egy nap alatt. I can memorize 50 Hungarian words a day. Memorizing 50 words a day is pretty impressive. I think I've never tried that much. A magyar nyelv szórakoztató és könnyen tanulható. Hungarian is fun and easy to learn. A magyar nyelv szórakoztató és könnyen tanulható. Hungarian is fun and easy to learn. That's right. Hungarian language is very interesting, I think. We have a lot of sounds, various ways how we can talk about something or even say a word. Because of that, our literature is pretty rich as well. If you're looking for a fun language, which is not really widespread yet, then please try out Hungarian. A magyar nyelven kívül egyéb nyelveken is beszélek. Apart from knowing Hungarian, I can speak a few other languages as well. A magyar nyelven kívül egyéb nyelveken is beszélek. Apart from knowing Hungarian, I can speak a few other languages as well. I speak Hungarian, English, and Japanese fluently. How about you? How many languages do you speak? Magamtól tanulok magyarul. I'm learning Hungarian all by myself. Magamtól tanulok magyarul. I'm learning Hungarian all by myself. That's very impressive, I think, if people ask you, how do you study Hungarian? And if you say, oh, it's all by myself because I'm interested, then they'll be both happy and impressed. I wonder if there are any sources in your country to study Hungarian, or are you going to language school, or do you take lessons from a teacher, or are you just studying on your own? I'm very interested, so please let us know in the comment section. Gyakran beszélek magyarul álmomban. I often speak in Hungarian in my dream. Gyakran beszélek magyarul álmomban. I often speak in Hungarian in my dream. That's a very interesting thing, that if you get to that level that you start to think and even dream in a foreign language, then probably you're really good at it.
In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use elnézést and other words when apologizing in Hungarian. We should use elnézést in formal situations, such as when we are ordering something in bars or restaurants. For example, elnézést, egy kávét kérek. Excuse me, a coffee please. Elnézést, egy kávét kérek. We can also use it when asking a question. Elnézést, merre van a vár? Excuse me, where is the castle? Elnézést, merre van a vár? Sometimes we also hear people say bocsánat, which basically means the same thing as elnézést and can also be used to get somebody's attention. Bocsánat. We can also use the phrase ne haragudjon. You might hear this phrase translated as forgive me in English, but it literally means please don't be angry. Since it's quite formal, it's better to simply use elnézést instead. All of these phrases can be used for either excuse me or I'm sorry. But if you really want to apologize for something, it might be better to use a different phrase. That phrase is sajnálom. It means I am sorry and can be used in both formal and informal situations. Sajnálom. And now it's time for Olivia's tips. Please remember that in Hungary, if you accidentally bump into someone, you can use both elnézést and bocsánat, meaning excuse me.
Want to get cheat sheets, audiobooks, lessons, apps, and much more every month for free? Just click the link in the description to get your free language gifts of the month.
10 phrases you never want to hear. Let's go! Our first example is Felszedtél pár kilót mostanában? Have you gained weight recently? Felszedtél pár kilót mostanában? Have you gained weight recently? Well, it's not the most pleasant question to hear. Yeah, but if you are bodybuilding, then maybe you're happy to hear that. Van egy őszhajszálad. You have a gray hair. Van egy őszhajszálad. You have a gray hair. It depends on the person, I guess. I also have a lot of gray hair, so it's, if someone says it, it's like, it's normal. I started to get them when I was at university, I guess. The stress. Yeah, but anyways, some people, I guess, are sensitive about it. Some people don't. Depends on the person, but if you want to be careful, then it's better not to mention. Én megmondtam. I told you so. Én megmondtam. I told you so. In situations when you already know that you made a mistake or something happened and then someone is just tells you this, it's like, it's so annoying. Like, stop it, I know. This is something that I also don't really like to hear, so yeah, it's just probably better to avoid using when you're around people that you're not so close with. But even with my friends, I'm like, okay. Ki vagy rúgva. You're fired. Our next one is ki vagy rúgva. You're fired. Yeah, this is bad. Nem miattad, hanem miattam. It's not you, it's me. Nem miattad, hanem miattam. It is not you, it is me. Köszönjük az önéletrajzát. A pozíciót már betöltötték. Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. Köszönjük az önéletrajzát. A pozíciót már betöltötték. Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. Yeah, this is very annoying when you're anticipating to get the job and the job interview went just fine and you are 100% confident that you're gonna get the job, and then you hear this and you're like, okay, yeah. But even if you hear this, just be positive and go for the next one. Más embereket is meg kellene ismernünk. We should see other people. Más embereket is meg kellene ismernünk. We should see other people. When you want to break up with your partner, but you don't want to give the direct suggestion right away, then you can say this as a comment, or you might hear it as a comment, and probably it's not the most pleasant thing to hear when you're in a relationship. Ma nem tudom megadni a pénzed. I don't have your money today. Ma nem tudom megadni a pénzed. I don't have your money today. Beszélnünk kell. We need to talk. Beszélnünk kell. We need to talk. Yeah, we need to talk. It's something that you will eventually hear in your life in serious situations. So even if it's something that you don't want to hear, you're probably hearing. So be prepared. But normally it's not always dramatic that, oh, we need to talk. It's not like that. Bocsánat, elfelejtettem. Sorry, I forgot. Bocsánat, elfelejtettem. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, it can be annoying when it's something important that you're anticipating or expecting to happen, and then it doesn't happen because the other person forgot it. Yeah, but what can you do? Just be patient, and the situation will turn into a positive situation, hopefully. Top 25 Hungarian phrases. Szia! Hello. The first one is szia, which means hello. Szia. But if I say it to all of the viewers, then I would say sziasztok. And this is an informal way of greeting people. So please use it with someone who is the same age as you or younger than you. You can use it with people who are older than you or in more high position, just in case they allow you to use this informal way. They usually say that, yeah, you can greet me like this, or you can call me like that, and then it's a green light for saying szia. If you address more than one person, you should say sziasztok. So this is how you greet a group of people. Jó reggelt, good morning. Jó reggelt, good morning. This is what you say in the morning. It's usually used in Hungary from early morning until around 11 a.m. And it literally means good morning. Jó means good, and reggel means morning. Jó napot, good afternoon. Jó napot, good afternoon. You use this after jó reggel, so from around 11 a.m. This also literally means good day. Jó means good and nap means day. Don't use it with kids because it would sound a little bit weird. But yeah, in general, you can use it with strangers. Just greet them, jó napot, good afternoon. And yeah, jó éjszakát, good night. Jó éjszakát, good night. This is what you say before going to sleep, or when you part with someone in the evening and you won't meet again until the next day. So jó means good and éjszaka means night. So jó éjszakát means good night. Mi a neved? What's your name? Mi a neved? What's your name? Mi a neved is an informal way to ask someone's name. If you would like to be more formal, please use mi a neve? Én vagyok. Én Léna vagyok. I'm Lena. This is how you introduce yourself. So you have to use én, which means I am, and then say your name, and then vagyok, which is to be in Hungarian. So én Léna vagyok. I'm Lena. You know, you can use it either in a formal or an informal situation. Örvendek. Nice to meet you. Örvendek. Nice to meet you. You use örvendek, nice to meet you, in a more formal situation. When you just greet friends or friends of your friends, you don't necessarily need to say this, otherwise you'll sound a little bit formal. But it's not totally wrong, it's just you wouldn't sound as friendly. Hogy vagy? How are you? Hogy vagy? How are you? This is an informal way to ask this question, and if you would like to be more formal, please use hogy van. So informal is hogy vagy, and then more formal is hogy van. Köszönöm jól, és te? I'm fine, thanks. And you? Köszönöm jól, és te? I'm fine, thank you. And you? This is how you respond when someone asks you, how are you in Hungarian? Hogy vagy? So let's see a situation. Hogy vagy? Köszönöm jól, és te? Kérem, please. Kérem, please. This can be used either at the beginning of the sentence or what you want to say, or at the end. For example, kérem hozzon egy menüt. Please bring me a menu. Or you can use it as ne tegye oda a táskáját, kérem. Don't put your bag there, please. Köszönöm. Thank you. Köszönöm. Thank you. This is a very common way to say thank you. There are different levels to say thank you, so you can add an extra word in front or at the end, or both ways. So for instance, nagyon köszönöm means thank you very much. Szívesen, you're welcome. Szívesen, you're welcome. And you say this after you hear someone saying thank you to you and you were happy to help out or give them something, and then you just say szívesen. Igen, yes. Igen, yes. Szereted a macskákat? Do you like cats? Igen, yes. Nem, no. Nem, no. Szereted a pókokat? Do you like spiders? Nem, no. Okay, 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 okay. This word comes from English. Probably it's easier for Hungarian speakers to pronounce it that way, so we just say a sound A at the end, so it sounds okay instead of okay. Elnézést, excuse me. Elnézést, excuse me. You can say it in different situations. You can say it when you're at the restaurant and you would like to call the waiter, or you can say it in a store when you would like to catch the shop assistant attention, or You can even say it if you bump into someone accidentally and you want to say, excuse me. Yeah, it's pretty universal, so elnézést means excuse me. Bocsánat, I'm sorry. Bocsánat, I'm sorry. When you say bocsánat, it's more like you mean it more. So please use it when you're sorry for something that you've done, a mistake, or you hurt somebody. Or you can use it as well when you're walking down the street and you step on someone's feet, then you can say bocsánat as well. Mennyi az idő? What time is it? Mennyi az idő? What time is it? This is neither formal or informal, so you can ask it from anyone. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just say mennyi az idő when you are asking for the time. Merre van a mosdó? Where is the restroom? Merre van a mosdó? Where is the restroom? This is a very, very useful phrase. So, merre van a mosdó? When you are looking for the restroom, obviously. So, yeah, if you're in a situation that you need to go, just pop this question out and you will know. Várj egy pillanatot. Wait a moment. Várj egy pillanatot. Wait a moment. Yeah, if you want to shorten it up, then you can just say várj, or in a formal way, várjon. So even though this phrase, wait a moment, sounds a bit formal in English, actually, várj egy pillanatot is an informal way to say it in Hungarian because of the verb in it, to wait, várj. It's an informal way to ask somebody to wait. If you would like to say it in a more formal way, or when you are at the store, you have to use, or you will most likely to hear, várjon egy pillanatot. Ez mennyibe kerül? How much is this? Ez mennyibe kerül? How much is this? You can use this question at the store when you are not sure about the price and there is no price tag. Just ask the shop assistant. Ez mennyibe kerül? Segítség! Help! Segítség! Help! When someone attacks you or you're in a situation that you need help, that you're about to faint away or something, just scream, segítség! And then someone will notice it and they will help you. Segítség! Nem tudom. I don't know. Nem tudom. I don't know.
If you really
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Nem tudom, mit mondjak. Később találkozunk. See you later. Később találkozunk. See you later. This is what I'm going to say at the end. Viszontlátásra. Goodbye. Viszontlátásra. Goodbye. If you want to be less formal, you can say viszlát, but it's still in the formal group. If you want to say bye to your friends, just say hello or szia. It works both ways, so it's pretty convenient. That's how you say bye to your friends, or you say viszontlátásra or viszlát to someone that you don't know.
In this lesson, we will learn some of the most common greetings used in Hungary. Készen álltok? Are you ready? Akkor kezdjük. So let's start. The most commonly used informal greeting is szia. Szia. Szia means hi, hello, or goodbye. We use it when we meet, but also when we leave. We should only use this greeting with friends or relatives. If there are more people present, you should use sziasztok, which basically means hi guys. Now let's continue by discussing the formal way to greet people. Jó napot. Jó napot. Literally, jó napot means good day. In the morning, we say jó reggelt, which means good morning. Jó reggelt. During the evening, we say jó estét. Jó estét. Este is Hungarian for evening, but when saying good evening, you have to say estét. When saying goodbye in formal situations, Hungarian people use viszontlátásra. Viszontlátásra. Viszontlátásra means goodbye. You can also use its shorter form, viszlát, which is less formal. You can say this to a shop assistant, for example. With your friends, you should use szia when speaking to one person, or sziasztok when there are more people present. Szia. Sziasztok. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Hungarian. Let's look at them all again. When meeting older people or someone we don't know, jó napot. When living in a formal situation, viszontlátásra. When living in an informal situation, viszlát or szia. It's easy, isn't it? And now it's time for Olivia's tips. In formal situations, Hungarian people commonly greet each other by shaking hands. Girls greet their friends, including guys, with a kiss on both cheeks. Girls, don't be afraid to try it with your Hungarian friends. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use good manners as we thank people. Készen álltok? Are you ready? Akkor kezdjük. So let's start. There are several ways to thank someone. Let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Köszönöm. Köszönöm. Köszönöm means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add szépen. Köszönöm szépen. Köszönöm szépen. Köszönöm szépen is like saying thank you kindly. During the last lesson, we mentioned both the informal and the formal way of speaking Hungarian. Köszönöm is the more formal way to thank someone. If you want to be more casual, there's another phrase you should use. Köszi. Köszi. Köszi is an abbreviation of köszönöm, meaning thanks. You would use this phrase when talking to friends. How do you answer? It's easy. There are basically two different ways to do it. The first is nincs mit. Nincs mit. Nincs mit literally means nothing to thank for, but it is the equivalent of you are welcome. The other way to say you are welcome is the expression szívesen. Szívesen. Literally, this phrase means kindly, but it has become a common and polite way to respond to someone thanking you. So when someone says köszönöm to you, simply reply with nincs mit or szívesen. Now it's time for Olivia's tips. You can use both köszönöm and köszönöm szépen in informal situations, but be careful about köszi since it is really casual. Don't use it with superiors or people you have just met.